Ladies and gentlemen, fellow viewers, you are welcome to this very special program. Special in the sense that the guest we have here is a colossus and somebody of very high importance, and that's why it's not been easy to get him. We've run after him for quite some time, and only God made it possible for us to meet him today. Despite his very congested timetable, he decided to accord us this minute to talk on a variety of issues. He's somebody with a mandate of God upon his life. He's one who is daring in the kingdom of darkness to make God happy and to also fulfill the call of God upon his life. He is one who is a renowned name. He's no new name. He is no new name in this town and beyond. But then, one thing about him is that his humility has always kept him what he is. Ladies and gentlemen, with your kind permission, I will want to present to you Prophet Obu Rene of the Paradise Baptist Church, Kumba. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
So how do you feel being with us?
Well, I feel happy. There's still no problem. We celebrate God for everything.
Now, how secured, therefore, is this church right here in the heart of the crisis that have been rocking the Northwest and Southwest region for the past 4 years? Are your Christians so secure? Are they not harassed with the constant attacks and probably what we call constant skirmishes between the military and the separatists that have been taking place all along here? Has your church not fallen prey to any of this? Or your Christians?
That is an interesting question. You see me, I'm laughing because as time and again we receive calls through our Treasure TV, which is also a media organ of the ministry, evangelistic organ. And somebody will call, "Oh, I've watched your program on TV. I'm so glad. Where is the church located? I want to come." Oh, when you tell the person we are located in Fiango, they go, "Oh, say no, I thought it was Boya Road," and they will drop the call. So it's been very, very funny. But to answer your question, I want to tell you that the security situation here at Paradise Baptist Church is 100% okay. I am not here doing a personal business. This is not a private business. If it would have been a private business, I would have been in the United States now, even as a minister of the gospel. I would have been in Ghana, even as a minister of the gospel, now like this. I would have been in South Africa, even as a minister of the gospel, now like this. I'm not here into private business. If I would have been in private business, I would have been in town. I'm following the calling of God. I'm following the direction of God. And I want to tell you that since we began, the security here is stable. Everybody in this community, right up the town where you pass the last houses, they testify that the rate of aggression that was in the town there, in this community, completely subsided.
The gospel of God is working.
Yes,
the Spirit of God is working.
The Spirit of God is at work. There have never been harassment. People who used to pass here and go to the family come and testify. We thank God that God has brought this church to this place. Because before, we could not pass through this place and go to the farm. That's what they testify. They come and stand in front of the church and they testify. They said before they could not pass through this place and go to the farm. They will be harassed. A lot of negative things used to happen to them. But the coming of the church to this place has been a kind of light and a deliverance to many people. They are so happy.
To the community.
Yes, to the community. They are very, very happy. There have never been any threat. There have never been any harassment.
Not even your members of the church have been
harassed. No
incident, nothing.
There has never been any incident. Even in the midst of war, in the midst of gun exchange, it either happens after the service or before the service. There have never been any harassment. There have never been any casualty. There have never been any issue that raises a point of concern. As a matter of fact, we have people that live here in the church compound. People live in the church compound and have about 30 families. Or between 20 and 30 families that live in the church compound here. Now, we have not been harassed. Nobody has ever come to us and surrender us and say, "Hey, right now, give everything that you have. We are seizing everything. We are carrying you for and going." No, we have never been threatened, neither by the military or by the so-called separatists. No, we have never come across anything like that. Because this place is God's house. It's like Jacob trying to run away from Laban and then finds himself in the desert, takes a stone, uses as a pillow, and then says, after having that encounter, I said, "This was the house of God and I did not know." So when God is present in a place, there is security.
That's interesting.
So we don't have any harassment from anybody.
This is great to hear. Our sister.
Ayant quitté la ville pour revenir dans la banlieue avec beaucoup de forêts et de serpents, avec les agressions, des viols, on se pose la question de savoir quel est le niveau de sécurité. Comment est-ce que le chrétien qui décide de quitter chez lui pour venir ici à l'église est en sécurité? Et l'homme de Dieu nous fait comprendre que avec la présence de Dieu, quand Dieu est présent, tout obstacle est suspendu. Il nous fait comprendre que c'est Dieu qui l'a envoyé ici en bas. Il est dans cette banlieue, pas parce qu'il a voulu être, mais parce que Dieu lui a ordonné à être dans cette banlieue. Il a écouté la voix de Dieu. C'est pas un business privé, c'est pas son business, mais c'est l'affaire de Dieu. Parce que si ça a été le sien, il devait être soit aux États-Unis, soit au Ghana, soit en Afrique du Sud, soit à l'étranger, parce que c'était un business qui l'appartient. Mais maintenant, comme ça appartient à Dieu, il rassure chaque chrétien que la présence de Dieu permet à toute personne d'être en sécurité et être en joie où que tu te trouves.
That brings us to a point. Are you therefore saying that? Are you launching an appeal to even those or sending this message across to those who want to worship here but have always been scared that there is something or probably the security situation here? Are you therefore telling them that the security situation is under control and very stable and that God is backing up this commission?
Yes, in another sense, I want to tell people, when you want to look for a place of worship, you don't allow your need to drive you towards a particular direction. You allow the Spirit of God to take you to the place. If you are led to come here, there is no problem. I live in this environment. I live in Three Corners. The heart, that is the place where it's really hit by the crisis.
That's right.
I live below the bullet. They fly up, I am under. There is nothing evil that has ever happened to me. There's nothing evil that has ever happened to anyone, because I am where God has positioned me. And anybody that comes, the Bible says John the Baptist was in the desert. The people went to him. And so it doesn't matter where you are. It matters, what matters is the presence of God. Right. That's the most important thing. So if you intend to visit Parallel Baptist Church, there is absolutely no insecurity threat here. You don't have anything pertaining to security issues. Nobody's purse has been picked. Nobody has ever harassed anybody here. There is no even iota of threat that, oh, I'm afraid that something may happen. No, there's nothing like that. The church is secure.
So the location of the church notwithstanding, we are saying here that the church is in maximum security.
Extremely maximum security. Extreme maximum security.